However, as with all things, there is a darker side of the empath. The empath who hasn't learnt to understand and express emotions may be subject to terrible mood swings that will alienate others and drive people away. The thoughts and feelings empaths receive from any and all in their life can be so overwhelming that their moods can fluctuate with lightning speed. One moment they may be delightfully happy, the next second completely miserable. When the empath is abandoned in the midst of mood swings, it can be incredibly detrimental to their emotional health and self-esteem. The empath could never abandon someone in need, even if it was that person who had caused them great misery. They will blame themselves for the other person leaving them. This makes their ability to express personal emotion even more unlikely in the future. Caring for the empath. Empaths simply need what they give to others. Empathic caring and someone listening without bias, judgment, or condemnation. For those who live with or have close friendships with an empath, remember that many empaths don't understand what is occurring within them emotionally at the time. They may have no idea that they have absorbed and are now reflecting the emotions and feelings of someone else. The empath is likely to be just as confused about his or her mood swings and changes in emotion, and will equally question how one moment everything was fine and the next they're so depressed and alone. It's therefore no mystery why so many empaths end up being incorrectly diagnosed with mental health issues, and why so many in the medical profession cannot understand why the empath is unresponsive to pharmaceuticals and antidepressants. It's simple. These drugs may dull emotions, but they do not stop an empath being an empath. To make progress and live a happy and fulfilled life as an empath, one must understand the emotional connections involved. And often, understanding is sufficient. The empath and the answers. Empaths are life's problem solvers. They believe that where there's a problem, there is always an answer. They will, often to the annoyance of others, search until they find that answer. This is often to give the empath peace of mind, particularly if they feel they've caused a problem. They will seek and search and question. Most times, the empath's continual search for answers is actually beneficial to their relationships, both at work and at home. They usually always come up with an answer, even if it's sometime later. They live by the motto, where there is a will, there is a way. And trust me, if there's a way, the empath will find it. The finding of answers is often due to the empath tapping into universal knowledge. As an empath, they are receptive, and while they may not know about or even believe in universal knowledge and divine guidance, they subconsciously are open to it, they receive it and they use it to seek the answers and solve the problems. Empaths in the spiritual. Vivid and lucid dreaming is usually common with empaths. They have highly vivid and detailed dreams and often spend time trying to interpret them. Empaths feel, not necessarily knowing why, that dreams are a reflection or a link to their current and present emotional state, not a mere jumble of irrelevant and meaningless images. As well as sleep-time dreamers, most empaths are vivid and detailed daydreamers as well. If the present moment in time is not stimulating or of interest to the empath, they will find themselves detached, lost in daydreams. If an interesting thought or concept enters the empath's mind, they can spend large amounts of time exploring this in a daydream state. For others, this may appear to be detachment, but in reality, the empath is far off. They're in their own world, exploring the thought and living it, as if in reality itself. Empaths an exciting stimuli. When presented with a person or subject that stimulates and arouses emotion within the empath, even if lost in a daydream, the empath is receptively alert. Empaths are a captivated audience. Should the subject be linked to prior experience or regarding complex thought, the empath will be focused 100% and fully engaged. Empaths frequently experience déjà vu and likely to have had paranormal experiences. Research of empaths has shown that they commonly experience out-of-body experiences and are highly intuitive. If aware of their empath nature, They embrace these paranormal experiences and often develop spiritually and psychically. For those empaths still coming to terms with any paranormal experiences or their abilities to connect with universal energies, they may do the opposite and try to suppress them. What is it to be an empath? Curse or blessing? In the next video, we explore the characteristics commonly associated with empaths.